大事与小事。罗伯特是一位刚刚毕业的大学生，由于正赶上经济大萧条，他好不容易才在一家小客栈找到一份在柜台值夜班和给马厩添饲料的工作。对这份工作，罗伯特刚开始时很是珍惜，但是渐渐的，他开始烦了，因为无论他多么努力，老板都不会对他露一丝笑脸，并且还常常被告诫，不可马虎，我可是天天都会查。血气方刚的罗伯特哪受得了这种气？半个月之后，和其他的雇员一样，他又开始了对午餐的抱怨，因为老板提供的唯一一顿午餐总是一成不变，每天都是2片牛肉熏肠，一点泡菜和一个粗糙的面包卷。早晚有一天，我会把那2片熏肠和那一点泡菜拍到他的脸上去。无处发泄之下，罗伯特冲着前来接他夜班的老人西格蒙德发起牢骚来，真是太见鬼了，等大萧条一过，我会立刻卷铺盖离开这里。前前后后，罗伯特一共嘟囔了20分钟，其中还夹杂着一些下流的脏话。在这20分钟里，西格蒙德老人一直用悲伤、忧郁的眼神看着他。西格蒙德是完全有理由悲伤和忧郁的。他曾经被关进奥斯威辛集中营，并且受尽了折磨。他有多年不愈的肺病，常常整夜的咳。但是等罗伯特终于安静下来以后，他居然说出了这样一番话：听着，罗伯特，你完全没必要这么烦躁。而你之所以会这样，是因为你犯了一个错误，不是熏肠，不是泡菜，不是老板，不是厨师，也不是这份工作。这番话从西格蒙德老人嘴里说出来，真是让罗伯特大吃一惊。那你说我有什么不对呢？你的错误就在于你认为你什么都懂，但你却连小小的挫折与真正的困难都分不清。我告诉你，假如你起码摔断了脖子，或者整日填不饱肚子，或者每天一睁眼就不知道晚上是死是活，这才是难以对付的困难呢。生活本身就充满矛盾，祈求一切如意的人生那根本就不可能。而学会区分什么是小小的挫折，什么是大的困难，并且不为小事而发火，你就会长生不老。祝你晚安。这真是一次对罗伯特影响巨大的谈话，他从来不相信还会有人这样看透自己。对于他来说，这番话如同漫长黑夜里的一道闪电，更像是四面是墙的小屋里被开了一扇天窗。多年之后，已经很成功的罗伯特依然不能忘怀那次谈话。每当面临困境，他都会觉得西格蒙德在问的，这是难以克服的困难，还是小小的挫折？大道理，不要为小事抓狂，否则你将永无宁日。你可以轻松躲开一头大象，却未必能躲开一只苍蝇。如果你常为小事所惑，那么你的大事必将为小事所影响。
Big matters and small matters. Robert was a recent college graduate. Due to the Great Depression, he barely managed to find a job working the night shift at the front desk and feeding the horses in the stable of a small inn. At first, Robert cherished the job, but gradually, he grew frustrated. No matter how hard he worked, the boss never smiled at him and often warned him, "Don't slack off. I check every day." Hot-blooded Robert couldn't stand such treatment. After 2 weeks, like the other employees, he began to complain about the lunch. The boss only provided one meal, and it was always the same: 2 slices of smoked beef sausage, a little bit of pickles, and a rough bread roll. One day, I'll smash those 2 slices of sausage and those pickles right into his face. With no outlet for his frustration, Robert vented to the elderly man, Sigmund, who came to relieve him at the end of his night shift. "This is ridiculous. As soon as the depression is over, I'll pack up and leave this place." Robert grumbled for a full 20 minutes, mixed with some vulgar language. During those 20 minutes, Sigmund watched him with sad, melancholy eyes. Sigmund had every reason to be sad and melancholic. He had been imprisoned in Auschwitz and tortured there. He suffered from a chronic lung disease and often coughed through the night. But after Robert finally quieted down, Sigmund spoke, surprising Robert with his words. "Listen, Robert, there's no need for you to be so upset. The reason you feel this way is because you've made a mistake. It's not the sausage, the pickles, the boss, the cook, or the job." Hearing this from Sigmund shocked Robert. "Then what's my mistake?" he asked. "Your mistake," Sigmund replied, "is that you think you know everything, but you can't even distinguish between small frustrations and real difficulties. Let me tell you, if you fell off a horse and broke your neck, if you couldn't fill your stomach all day, or if you woke up every morning not knowing whether you'd live or die by nightfall, that's a real difficulty. Life is full of contradictions. It's impossible to pray for a life where everything goes smoothly. But if you learn to distinguish between small frustrations and big difficulties, and you don't lose your temper over trivial matters, you'll live a long life. Good night." This conversation had a profound impact on Robert. He never imagined that someone could see through him so clearly. To him, Sigmund's words were like a flash of lightning in the long, dark night, or like a window opening in a small, enclosed room. Many years later, when Robert had become quite successful, he still couldn't forget that conversation. Whenever he faced adversity, he would feel as though Sigmund were asking him, "Is this an insurmountable difficulty, or just a small frustration?" The moral: don't go crazy over small matters, or you will never find peace. You can easily avoid an elephant, but you may not be able to avoid a fly. If you are constantly troubled by small things, your big matters will inevitably be affected by the small ones.